Today, we're talking about how to make your footage cinematic. What is up, guys? My name is Skylar Page, and thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. Today we are talking about how to make your footage more cinematic. Now this is going to be a two-part video series where we talk about the two main aspects of filmmaking. Now yes, there's many different parts to filmmaking, but these are probably the two most important parts. Now what we are talking about today, I say, makes up about 40% of the video or film that you or anyone else is creating. What we're talking about is visuals. Everything that your eyes see. In specific, we're talking about how to make your videos more cinematic, and these are just my 3 tips that I use every single day in every single one of my films to make my footage more cinematic. They're really easy and really simple to do. Now, tip number 1 is camera movement. Now, I'm not talking about camera shake. Camera shake generally looks bad in all situations, except for when it is helping tell the story. Other than if it pertains to the situation, camera shake generally looks awful. What I'm talking about is smooth camera movements. Pushing in shots or moving out shots, panning around a subject or a wide panning up or down, shots to show landscapes. The eyes enjoy movement and it helps take you places within the story. Now, do you need a camera stabilizer? No, you can get really good smooth footage handheld. I mean, it's a lot harder to get a nice smooth handheld shot for a long period of time compared to using a stabilizer or a gimbal. So yeah, you can do it handheld, but I highly recommend using a camera stabilizer. It makes your job a whole lot easier as a filmmaker. Now, tip number 2 is slow motion. Now, most cameras and smartphones in general have the capability to shoot at a higher frame rate. So for those of you who don't know, Hollywood generally shoots their movies all at 24 frames per second, which is basically what your eyes can see. It's what looks most natural to the eyes. But if you shoot at a higher frame rate, say like 60 FPS, and then you slow that down in post to 24, that's what gives you smooth cinematic slow motion. I will go in depth in a later video on slow motion and show you exactly how I do it, but for now, just so you know, that's usually what I do is I shoot at 60 FPS and then I slow it down to 24 in post, and it looks really good. Now, does that mean shoot everything in slow motion? No, don't shoot everything in slow motion. Watching a film solely in slow motion can get pretty boring. I mean, you need a variety of different shots and different frame rates, so just use your brain. Use your brain. What would you want to see? And finally, tip number 3, I'm talking about matte bars. Those 2 black lines that you see above the frame right here and below the frame, that's what I'm talking about. And I'll show you guys exactly how to do it. Like, this is gonna blow your brain. This is insane. First, you pull your footage onto the timeline and then clip add new adjustment layer. Drag it onto your timeline above your footage. Then go to the effects tab and search crop. Drag it onto the adjustment layer and then go to effects control. And scroll down to where it says top and bottom. Make the top 12% and hit enter, and do the same for the bottom and hit enter. It's magic. I can't even. It just looks good. It looks amazing. Now, there are plenty of other things you can do to make your footage more cinematic, color grading being one of them, but there's plenty of other things you can do. These are just my 3 easy tips that you can do today to increase the quality of your films, to make your videos look more cinematic, and it looks great. So if you guys have any other questions or comments, leave them down below. I will be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. I do appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this video. And if you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I think think I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.